This time.
Is it trash or is it treasure? Let's find out. Stash Panda.
Welcome to Stash Panda. We're gonna be playing something different today. I decided to do some restructuring so I didn't get pigeonholed into playing any one game or series. I'm still gonna continue the series I'm on, but I wanted to get back to playing the wide, and I mean wide variety of games that I play. And so I'm gonna alternate between the series and the other games. So today we are gonna play the Tales of Rein Ravine. I'm gonna start my journey to becoming a horse girl. I played this forever ago, probably when it came out in early access. It's still technically in early access. I remember a lot of people talking about the developer just going radio silent. Hopefully she comes back and finishes it, because it's an interesting concept that this brings to the table. Rein Ravine, University International, 1986. Okay, so not that old. Alright, opening hours. Wonder what happens. I always like to try and push the limits of a game. Oh goodness.
I didn't sign up to run a marathon today. Let's just take the bus.
Well, hopefully you don't have to run a marathon. Hopefully you can just ride your horse around, girly. Let's see. We should give her a name. You look like Bethany. Alright, Bethany. Here we go. Okay, so there's probably just a big circle around this whole map that doesn't let me go certain directions. Oh yeah, university access only. Let's check out the little things.
You're all mail. Those goofy mailboxes look just like I remember.
Snail mail? I haven't used snail mail in ages. If I remember correctly, I think the mail was actually delivered by real snails. Bethany, I don't think that's right. Please be advised that university is currently on summer break. During this period, the facilities are accessible only to university staff. We appreciate your understanding. For any urgent matters requiring campus access, such as to retrieve a lost item, please contact the school administration using the information below. Happy holidays! Oh, they didn't even write it legibly! How am I supposed to contact anyone? Alright, nice, they put little no trespassing signs there. Hey, one thing I do remember is that you have to read things in order to activate, like, certain things like the bus stop. Notice from Grunhof Heights Equestrian Center. Grunhof Heights staff would like to inform you that our equestrian center will be temporarily out of business in June to undergo important renovations and changes to our management structure. All lessons and shows are on pause for the time being. Some of our school horses have been relocated to work in other barns for the summer, while others are enjoying a well-deserved rest in the paddocks. We plan on getting back to business in the upcoming autumn. Monica Grunhof. Okay. I can't just click off or click escape. Interesting. Alright, dormitory.
I'm gonna be spending so much time with my classmates. And I really hope they don't suck.
You and me both, sister. Doesn't really let us read that one. That's fine. Fall internship at FHS. The Federation of Horse Sports is looking for motivated and passionate interns for the upcoming fall season. This is a unique opportunity to gain hands-on experience in the world of equestrian sports management. The internship duration is 5 months starting in October. Our office is located in the city of Rein Ravine. Address with great public transport access. Okay. Students are recent graduates with completed studies in at least 2 of the following are eligible to apply: equine industry economics and financial management, international relationships and equestrian sports, equine welfare and regulatory compliance, equine law and ethics, history and culture of equestrianism, anti-doping policy in equestrianism. Oh, apparently horses can be drug addicts too, and people are enabling them. I would hate to see an irritable horse at a rehab center. That'd be a nightmare. Going through withdrawals, I bet the nurses would have one hell of a time. Sustainable practices in equestrian facility management, media relations and communication in equine sports. Fluency in English is required. Proficiency in French, German, Spanish, Italian, or Portuguese is beneficial. The position is unpaid. Nice little minor detail they put at the end there. More details on our website. If you are interested, please send your resume and a brief cover letter through our website form. Okay. I wonder if it's worth it. I guess unpaid internships give experience. I'm Robin, soon to be a college student, looking for part-time work. Can work any hour, night shift, etc., only excluding school hours. Have worked in farms and stables and done loads of manual labor and general lifting and loading, warehouse work, landscaping, etc. I have a car license, B&D. What is this girl applying for bank robbing? And a tractor license. Robin Sondervik. Well, Robin, with all that experience, you would think you'd learn how to punctuate. Alright.
Private dressage coaching. I wonder how much that cost. Maybe I should get a job before the fall.
Okay. Now the sign. Oh, I cannot back up with with the WASD. It's just WAD. Okay.
Cherry Peak Stables?
Hell yeah.
That's where my mom bought the gift card.
How do I get there?
How to arrive at Cherry Peak. Bus 75 takes you from the university to Cherry Peak in 10 minutes.
That's what you need. Because without activating that, the bus stop won't let you go there. Okay. Cherry Peak Stables Summer Riding Lessons. Our university's collaborative riding school at Cherry Peak offers private coaching this summer at novice and intermediate levels. Members of FHS are eligible for a 3% discount for all lessons, including bundle cards. How to arrive at Cherry... Oh, we got that. We got that info. Off we go then. Look at those pants, Beckany. She's strutting what she's got there. Wait, what if I don't run? Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Let's go, Beckany. Alright, off we go. Wait, Bethany, how old are you? I'm in uni, so I'm at least 18. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Cherry Peak Stables, summer courses info. Nay! Are you new here and attending our summer courses? Head over to the barn to check out the lesson timetables and the horse assignment list. If you already know which arena your lesson is in, you can also find the corresponding timetables posted near the arena entrances. All right. What do we got here? I remember doing the first set of lessons when I played this. I don't remember much of anything else. All right. Nothing to see here. Can I drive this truck up? Huh! Huh! Come on, Bethany. Didn't anyone ever teach you how to break into and hotwire a car? Can't sit in the seats. Can't saw the log. Not a whole lot of interactable items here. Looting doors. Maybe I can chop wood. Play a horse riding simulator and just spend the next 4 hours chopping wood. It's just like when I was a child. When I was younger, we actually had half of the house heated by a wood burning stove. So we spent a lot of Saturdays chopping wood. A horsey! Oh my god, look at the hair on that horse. Stylish. I can see they really take care of the horses around here. Giving them fashion advice and everything. It's funny that the mane just is like a full-on mohawk. Alright, I better follow the road. God, it takes so long to get up here. Imagine just walking the whole entire way. She walks so slow. Come on, Bethany, kick it into high gear. We got horses to ride, and we're not doing it around here. You gotta get riding, get those lessons done so you can become a real horse girl. Wait. I had a massive cup of matcha earlier and I need to get in. Oh well, I'm sure it won't be a problem while I'm riding the horse. Oh, look, a flower. Ew, it smells like shit. Bethany, you're a real piece of work. What the hell does that say? Huawei? Let's hit the Huawei vending machine. What products do we got here? We got Red Zed, we got Fizz, and it looks like Zoned maybe in the bottom right corner. I wish they offered healthy drinks here. Like matcha. Okay. Equibite. Delicious. Holy shit, they should have put that pitchfork up. Someone could trip over it and really hurt themselves. She immediately trips over it and gores herself. Bethany, no! Pick up your feet! At least they followed the farmer's rule, which is anytime you see a shovel or a pitchfork or you lay it down on the ground, you put it so the prongs or edge is curved down. That way you don't end up with a real cartoon situation where you get racked. Smacked in the face. I don't know. We always called it the farmer rule, my cousins and I. Alright, can you not run in here? Oh, yeah. Pick up that strut, girl. Like you're on the catwalk, baby. Okay. Pretty realistic horse barn here. Horses! Someone must be out riding Maverick. Ooh, Crimson Blaze. Can I pet the horsey?
It says on the wall I need to take lessons first to rent the horses.
Okay. Good thing we're here to take some lessons, horse girl. Horse girl! Ghost? Can't walk backwards. Can I not open your cage? I should probably shut Crimson's... Nope. I just keep opening it. Oh, well. Tati's box. Tatiana.
It says on the wall I need to take lessons first.
Okay, alright, Bethany. But can you at least pet a horse? I'm so mad they won't let me pet the horses or ride them. I'm just gonna let them all out. Or at least Tatiana and Crimson Blaze. Can't even get to Ghost or whatever that other horse's name was. Alright, girl. What do we got? We got a note from someone. A girl can dream.
Horse leasing, man, I wish I had money for that too. Maybe one day.
My parents only give me enough allowance to shop for horse riding gear and matcha, and let me tell you, that can get expensive. Alright. Daily horse renting. Interested in improving your riding skills solo? Our new daily horse renting program offers frequent riders the opportunity to rent the school horses on days when they are working less. The availability of each horse, as well as the available facilities, varies daily. Okay, highlighted, so that must be important. Depending on our lesson schedule, you are free to create your own exercise courses using our flat work and jumping equipment, as long as you clean up after. The minimum requirement for renting is that you must have completed our Riding Essentials course, as well as gotten a permission from Paola Giordano to rent said horse. How to start your ride of the day. Enter the box of your chosen horse, focus on the horse, choose rent for the day. The equipment for setting up the courses can be found in the corners of the arena. Okay, I can exercise with Tati in the flatwork arena, or take a mental health ride with Blaze in the evening grounds. Wonderful. Like the idea of a mental health ride. Booking a riding lesson. Oh, yep, there's that lesson I took forever ago. Cherry Peak Stables Riding Essentials Summer Course. Our Riding Essentials course is perfect for novice riders leveling up from lesson ponies to higher trained horses, or those returning to the saddle after a while. Additionally, all newcomers to the stable are required to take this course for a thorough assessment of your riding skills. This course focuses on the very basics of flat work, including transitions between gaits, effective use of seat, leg, and rein aids, and how to work with a responsive horse. Train with our expert instructor, Paola Giordano. Limited spaces available. Enroll today. Okay. Let's do the introduction to Cherry Peak. We're on our way. We might get to be a horse girl soon. Horse girl!
Hi there. Is everything alright with the stirrups? Do you need any help?
Everything seems alright to me. I can turn. Pressing W does nothing. Let's go take a look at Paola. Oh, too close, too close. Oh, okay. Oh my god. You know, you know who she reminds me of? Oh my god. This lady reminds me of, Kate McKinnon's character, Colleen Rafferty from the SNL Close Encounters bit. No, hold on, I have something for this. Hello, Miss Rafferty. I'm ready to ride today. Okay, and how much experience have you had with horse riding before? Well, when I was little, my parents took me to a petting zoo and they sat me on a horse, and he was so gentle and kind that I told my parents when I got older I wanted to ride a horse on my own, not just have the freaking guy lead him around the pen. How did you get into horse riding? How did you become a teacher? Yeah, a little different for me. I wasn't so much eased into it as I was violently thrown onto a bucking bronco with fire coming out of his eyes. Jim said his name was Diablo, which was fitting since he looked exactly like Lucifer outside the DIA, except the only thing blue on him was probably his family jewels. Mind you, I'm in Crocs at the time, and I couldn't get those foam Tootsie covers in the stirrups to save my life. Otherwise, I would have had a much different experience. And he started bucking and a-romping like a rhino getting stung by killer bees, and for the first time in my life, my coot-coot couldn't handle the romp, and he threw me about 30 feet in the air over his head, and my shirt caught on the saddle, ripping it clean off. There I was, looking like Mickey Mouse with my knockers flopping everywhere. Don't ask me how I kept my suspenders on. And Jim and John, they were yelling and hollering for me to get my shirt back on. Look at me, still making the boys scream at 27 years old. Well, once again, I'm on the ground sitting with my keister in the mud, my cooter and my tooter completely covered, and I've got an extra pair of clothes in my purse, just like my mama taught me. So I'm thinking to myself, Colleen, you might as well make the best of the situation. So I strip down to my tighty-whities and I offer up the boys a friendly match of mud wrestling. Well, John said, and I quote, "I'd rather wrestle a mama bear for the right to steal her cubs than get in that muddy pen with you." To this day, that really rips my nips, and I made it a point not to get bucked off any man nor horse ever since. That's how I got good enough to teach horse riding, amongst other things. Okay, alright. So we can start a lesson now? Okay, back to the lesson.
And did you check the guards too?
Oh.
It should be on the third holes on both sides, no looser than that.
I checked the girth alright.
Okay, then it sounds fine. I reckon you have some previous experience, but how much would you say exactly?
Told
like in
you.
Years, or have you acquired any riding badges, for instance?
No, this is my first time.
Alright, so 4.5 years in
Oh.
a riding school in Wyoming.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yet. No badges. So you're from the States, huh?
That's right.
Half and half? Your mom's from here originally.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
much backstory.
It's a very international community we have here in Rein Ravine. And was that English riding you did in Wyoming?
Well, the guy did speak English. It was Wyoming.
Mostly English, alright. Hold on, I'm writing these down in my notes.
Okay.
Well, regardless of your previous experience, our Writing Essentials course here always starts from the very basics of writing. The reason we do this is because there's always some differences in how different schools train their horses.
No shit.
We want you to get used to our style, and I want to be able to assess your writing level to place you in the right group. Okay?
Perfect.
I haven't seen you here before, so I'm assuming this is your first land here. Is that correct?
That would make sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought. In that case, I should probably introduce myself a bit to you.
My
My
name's
name's
Miss
Panda.
Rafferty.
I'm a senior riding coach here at Cherry Peak. I mainly teach flag work, and I have an FHS coach certification, if that says anything to you.
Not really.
FHS, in case you don't know, is the Federation of Horsepots.
I read the
They
sign.
do operate in the States too, but might be more prominent here in Europe. Sorry, one more question. I forgot to double check your name. I have your name listed in my papers as...
It's Beckany! Beckany Avani Prasad. I go by Beckany, though.
Ava for short. Okay, I'm writing
Only
that
if you're
down too.
by my middle name.
Nice to
But my
meet you,
friends
Ava.
call me Beckany.
I think this is enough of the blabbering. We should stop now because the clock is ticking.
Thank God.
What are the 3 riding aids that you host response to?
Ooh. Ooh.
Legs, reins, and seat.
Legs, reins, and seat. Got it.
The leg's main purpose is to tell your horse to switch up a gait. And then we have the reins. The reins' main purpose is to turn your horse. Very simple. To turn right, use the right rein. To turn left, to use the left rein.
Got it.
Let's get you guys going and I'll explain further.
Please do.
To tell Tati to start walking, press her sides with both your legs and keep that pressure for a moment. So not quick tap, but slightly sustained.
Eh. Okay. I do like this. It's different than just like getting on and using the directional arrows like you normally would. Okay. Turning with D. Eh. Turning with A. Pretty simple stuff. Once again, holding D. Should probably turn all the way around so I don't hit the fence. And A to pull the left rein.
Think about your bun in the saddle. Right now,
Think about your bean
should be able
burrito
to
in the
feel
saddle.
your seat bones evenly in the saddle under you. By moving this weight in the saddle, you control Tati's gait's length. Or in other words, you make her go faster or slower within the gate she's in. The
Okay.
restricting seat aid is also used to switch down the gates. So it's not like a car where you'd have to also switch down gears. You only need to switch up, in a sense, with your legs. But down, just halt.
Okay.
Let's practice this next.
We're getting it. Lengthen Tati's walk by holding down W. You gotta push that landing strip forward, girl. Shorten the gait by pressing down S until Tati halts to a stop. Hold down both mouse buttons for a moment to start walking again. Got it.
I have made a small turning exercise figure. In this exercise, I want to see Tati in active walk with some length in the stride.
Okay.
Keep her neatly between the cones.
Easy stuff. Some length, I'm pressing forward. Nice and easy. This is riveting. The journey to becoming a horse girl is so exciting. I love it. I can't wait to get that mental health right in. Like the little pop as you go through. Woo! Doing it! If only my parents could see me now. It's too bad they're busy on the beach. Oh god, I wish I could go to Jersey Shore. Alright. We're doing it. Thankfully, I don't see too many more cones.
The thing we have to go through today.
Killed it, Bethany.
When you're turning Tati, do you note that? Can you feel how she's a bit sluggish in the turning? Like slow?
Just a little bit.
This is because even though, yes, your reins are the primary turning aid, they're actually not the only one.
Okay.
To make your horse do sharper turns, you need to in fact support the turning with your legs alongside with the rein.
Got it.
So your leg is a secondary turning aid. In walk, you might survive with the rein alone in most situations, but when you get to faster gaits, especially canter, you notice that the leg support becomes more and more needed.
Okay. Yeah, I do not remember any of this. I'm doing it though.
This is what riding's all about. It's about using your aids in harmony with
Jared
There's really
uses
very few
aids.
things you can do by just using one aid at a time.
Jared has several aids.
Now, a very important thing about the leg turning cues is that, unlike with the rein,
Oh, I can turn with just the
aids need
legs.
to be applied from the opposite side of wave and turn.
Yep, I figured that out.
This might sound odd,
Thanks, Miss Rafferty.
but think about it like this. Imagine I come and push on your right
It's like
shoulder.
pushing on their side. Like I'm
Where are you
pushing
gonna go?
them over.
Exactly.
Or her
You move
over.
away from me.
This is
Not
Tatiana,
towards me,
right?
Because I'm pushing you away.
Titiana. Ha 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 ha. Boob joke.
So this is the logic with which we train horses to respond to unilaterally applied cues on their side. Unilaterally just means it's a fancy word for one-sided, applied only from one side. My coach in the 80s used to use fancy words like this, so it stuck with me.
Fancy words.
Sorry, too much blabbering again. Let's
Yeah, I
continue.
was not paying
Let Fred finish
attention.
off just now.
I'm just turning with my horse. Trying to make myself motion sick. Oh, to the right. Got it. Got it. Alright, this could be a much faster tutorial. Meh. Meh.
Turning with the rein and opposite leg simultaneously can take some time to get used to if you previously went to a barn where that wasn't taught properly.
Had it down in the first 10 seconds.
Sadly, it's not that uncommon for barns to, like less professional barns, to teach riders to be too heavy on the rein and ignore the importance of legs. Which is bad because, you know, the horse's mouth is sensitive, so that kind of
Oh,
riding
God.
can even hurt. It can even damage the horse's mouth.
I'm sorry, Tati. Was
Do
I
you
hurting
know
your
if your barn
teeth?
in America
You
was
poor
certified by the
horsey.
FHS? Or
Eh,
at
eh.
least some
She doesn't
local
seem to mind.
organization? Well, just like with any physical exercise, you need to train consistently to get the bad habits out of your memory.
I almost just
So,
want to turn
I
with my
recommend
feet
taking
now.
the guided lessons at least once a week. And even if it's not with us, please search for FHS certified barn, okay?
Okay.
Now, do me some trotting around the ringer. To ask Tati to trot beneath your leg plates again. And when in trot, use your forward seat to ask her to be a bit more active again.
Got it. There we go. Bounce that ass, girl. You're doing it. Oh, I need to initiate it.
Honestly, your posting in the trot is looking pretty nice.
Damn right it is.
Turning exercise this time in trot, and in this one you will have to use both the rein and the leg in some of the more tighter turns.
Okay. Complete this entire exercise in trot. Deal. Oh no. It must have counted. I can apparently run right over the cones. Got too focused. Miss Rafferty's over there like, you're doing good. Just put your fun bun and your mud gun into it like you mean it, girl. There we go. I'm killing it now. Beckany fucking rips on a horse. That's what all my friends will be saying. Hell yeah. One more. Okay. Double tap. Tati, you're so beautiful. I can't believe I waited this long to ride horses. Other than those 4.5 years I forgot about. Eh. I'm turned pretty tight now. Hey-ya! I'm loving it. This is peaceful. I like the scenery in this game, too. I like everything, like, aesthetically is very pleasing. Oh, oh! Gotta turn right. But, everything is kind of beautiful here. If I was really riding horses here, I would lose my mind. I would just spend weeks up here. That's why I'm on my journey to become a horse girl. I want to speed up, but I'm not sure if I'll have to redo the exercise then. Slow down to walk. Scoot that pooper back, girl. There you go.
Thank you for today's lesson, Avon. You did absolutely perfect today. For today's performance, I would totally give you the gold badge.
Hell yeah! Gold badge, baby. And you know what? I think that's a perfect place to end the episode. Join me next time as I continue my lessons and training to become the world's greatest horse girl! Until next time!